gear stick in, just because I want to change gear. Alright, so again we're missing 2 bolts. This thing is clearly used, but it should go in like this. Let me see. It's in there, so we're just going to drop it in. We're missing probably a circlip or something, and just see what happens. So plonk him in. Is it literally that easy? It was. Nice. Obviously, we've got a lot of movement because of the lack of bolts holding it in. If we can get this to pull up tighter, that'd be ideal, but obviously no clutch. We're in 3rd and 4th. First, that could be. We're changing gear in a minute. Reverse might be pretty difficult. Oh, yeah, we're not doing reverse. Hey, we have a gear stick though. How cool is that? It's an easy. I mean, we'll bolt it in at a later time when we get these bolts for here. Cool. Yeah, nice. Gear stick, baby. We need a Dragon Ball Z gear knob, obviously. No better choice. Oh, let's shove the steering wheel back on actually. Just for now. Come on, get on it. Loosely with this, so come on, loads of stuff. We can do indicators, beep, beep, horn, what sound effect, and you got wipers on this side. Sweet. No, get some relays, and then we can try and see if we've got some power going to the rest of the stuff. It's slowly, very slowly, get in there. Also worth pointing out, videos are going to start getting hopefully exciting. So, as I've already pointed out, the pinch panel needs repairing, and the hinge panel is on the way, but magnum panel apparently pretty good to fit. So yeah, that's where your heater comes in, or your vent. Mine's rotten up here, so we'll see if we can just use a little bit, because I'm going to try and weld down here. Hopefully, you know, I said I couldn't, and I'll try and find a way. Yeah, and then weld this bad boy in. Future videos will be fun. The more I look around this cool little Mini, is finding more and more history, we'll call it, or bodging, love it, or it's technically mod, so I'll show you what I just found down here. So just down there, it might be quite hard to see because the manifold's in the way. This plate right here, there's supposed to be a mechanical fuel pump on there, but it's been blocked off, which means someone has fitted an electric fuel pump at some point. Weirdly, I was going to go down the same route, so this should make things easy for me. How cool is that then? So yeah, another thing. We've got new HT leads. We're not doing the distributor yet because we still need to get the socket. I know I'm lazy. I've been buying other random crap, but we will do it. But for now we can just bolt these in just so it looks like we're doing something under the bonnet. So yeah, nothing special. Let's just figure out which leads what. So that one is the one that comes off the front of a Dizzy distributor, or whatever you want to call it. So you can live over there, stay. And these 4 we will just clip on for now. So nice and easy, and definitely in the wrong order for now, but whatever. We don't need to do orders. Now we're cooking. I mean, we need to plug these in, but still, cooking. Yeah, I mean, we're missing bolts now, so can we mock up where this goes? These look like the wiring, but the problem I'm going to have is they all look the same colour. Yeah, that might be tricky, but surely these having spades on them are somewhat easy. But so do they, so yeah, tricky. And we've also got some wires down here, but they're not very long, so I don't think they are for them, but you know, any help I can get here would be massively helpful. I think we're missing a bracket. This is supposed to go like something like this, or is it this way? I mean, this is the wrong bracket anyway because it's from an MGB, but or is it? I think it's probably supposed to be just a little U bracket here, right? I mean, if I can find something, I can mock something up for now. Or hang on, professional bodger. That's what zip ties are for. I mean, obviously I'm getting a bracket. Chill out, but yeah, let's see if we can figure out what these are going to go to. So I may have caused myself some aggro by getting an MGB ignition coil. Let me show you why. Ignition coils from MGB GTs, which I would assume is the same as a Mini. Some random research taught me so because it's Lucas. They have male connectors and everything, From colour code wiring from minis, from a bit of looking up, black and white wires are generally negatives, which is the bottom piece, and then you've got plus, hence the plus symbol, are usually pink and white and yellow and white, which is right. For distributor, you've got the black, like non-interference wire, or whatever that's called, that goes on, I think, this, which is obviously the wrong connector, so I need to get a female, either on there or on there, and plug it into there. Easy enough. And then obviously turn the engine, get the timing, etc, and then see if the starter's all wired up, which yeah, it looks like it is. So maybe it'll turn a little bit. We'll have to come, yeah, that's definitely a later video, but we'll see. Yeah, getting there slowly. Eventually we'll get to a starting video. Hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. And then we'll get to the exciting stuff like cutting the front end off. That's going to be very scary, but we're going to do it. This whole front's got to come off because the Finch panel is behind there. We've got to cut it out, it's inevitable. So one last thing before we give up today. I just thought of another way we can maybe find out if the engine can turn. So I'll show you what I just tried to do, and it looks like it might work, so we'll test the theory right now. There's the crank pulley, and I've marked it as you can see. So what I'm going to do is push the car forward. I don't know if I'm going to be able to set the camera in anyway to see because it's such tight tolerances in here. We're going for super bodgeneering here. Can we see the mark? Kind of. It's right there. Alright, I'm not sure if you can see this, but we're going to push it forward whilst it's in gear. Hopefully nothing falls off, and we'll see that marker move. Oh yes, look, you can see it has turned. Hopefully you did too. But I can see that marker's moved, which is fantastic news because that means the engine does indeed turn. So, eventually we can go for engine start once I figure out these fuses. I'm super chuffed with that. Also forgot to take the headlight out, which is main. Look at it. There's normally a screw that goes in the bottom there, as you can see the screw hole for it. You undo that, and then this thing usually turns a little bit and loosens itself off. If this thing was going to come off, you have a little ring, which that's alright, keep that, just needs polishing. Put him over there. And then you like normally, well, it's a bit loose, you undo your screws, push forward around the sides, and you like to come out. Okay, rest it in. There we go, we can see a bit better. It's just been plonked back in, like it's not even been connected up. Again, a bit rattly, but we'll check the bulb and everything in there because they're sealed units. Yeah, these are sealed units. Probably going to replace it because it looks a bit daft actually, so we'll keep a lookout for them. But yeah, it's got no eyes no more. Oh. Some frustrating to do, and we're good. I won't bother showing that bit. I'm hoping with the hinges I might be able to just use the new repair panel that comes in and just plate it. It depends on how bad it is, but we'll see. I'll get shouted at. People say just do it properly, but I'm not the best welder. I'm going to start practicing. Yeah, hopefully we can get it all in and somewhat straight, and then it redoors then and get the rear quarter done, and yeah, progression. That will be good. We're also going to look into the lines for all these, like the clutch cylinder there and the brake bias valve, figure out how they go in, and I'm going to make my own lines. That'll be a video. I've done brake lines before, it's a similar sort of process, as long as the fittings all fit in, and yeah, hopefully we'll get some pressure in it, and as much as the brakes are seized, yeah, that's another video again. We'll be able to see if we can get the clutch to do stuff. That would be cool. So yeah. Join me next time for that video, or well, who knows what's next, but it'll be exciting for sure. We're getting there. We're getting there, boys. See you next time.